Hey there, this is James with Moonifine Mineral bringing you some interesting Earth and interstellar today science news. This is via the Smithsonian Magazine and written by Sarah Kuta. Unique NASA observatory will make a final flight to a museum. SOFIA, a 38,000-pound telescope inside an airplane, spent 8 years observing the universe in infrared. And again, this was written by Sarah Kuta. But before we get into this, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. Every like tremendously helps. Every comment makes me a little bit more visible. And that means I can buy more packs of ramen noodles. Please consider doing so. Let's get into it. In 1996, scientists initiated an ambitious plan to modify an airplane so it could carry a massive telescope through the sky. It's just kind of funny to think about, but again, the human mind is a wonderful thing some days. Some days. I see some of the comments y'all make, and some days. The project, known as the Stratospheric Observatory for Infrared Astronomy, or SOFIA for short, was an engineering marvel. Researchers at NASA and the German Space Agency installed a 38,000-pound, 100-inch reflecting telescope inside a Boeing 747 SP. They then developed a garage door-like device in the aircraft's main section that could open mid-flight to give the telescope a clear view of the cosmos. The team figured out how to stabilize the huge instrument while the plane was hurtling through the air at 38,000 to 45,000 feet, which was akin to, quote, keeping a laser pointer steady on a penny from 10 miles away, per NASA, end quote. But after 8 years of scientific operations above the clouds that resulted in numerous discoveries, SOFIA's mission came to an end in September due to budget constraints. Sad panda. On Tuesday, the unique observatory will make its final flight and head to the Pima Air and Space Museum in Tucson, Arizona. And by the way, if you have never been to the Pima Air and Space Museum, that is a massive wonder. Oh my goodness, I was there a couple of years ago, and it was amazing. You can see some of the largest planes ever up close and personal. You can see historically significant airplanes. It is phenomenal and amazing, not a sponsor. I think one of my favorites, though, was the world's smallest viable aircraft, and it was called the Bumblebee, I think, and it had a max range of 20 miles and a wooden propeller. It was really cool. Anyway, though, carrying on. Pima is one of the largest aerospace museums in the world and is already home to more than 425 aircraft from around the globe. With its 6 hangars, 80 acres of outdoor display space, and a restoration facility, the museum is well equipped to become SOFIA's permanent and final home. And there is no better place for it to go, truly. It was a wonderful, wonderful experience. Planning is now underway to determine how best to display SOFIA to the public. NASA is sending other SOFIA-related artifacts to help the museum build out its exhibition. Quote, the SOFIA mission has a powerful potential to inspire, from its discoveries about the unknown in our universe to the engineering achievements that broke new ground, to the international cooperation that made it all possible, says Paul Hertz, senior advisor for the Science Mission Directorate at NASA, in a statement. Continuing on, we are excited SOFIA will continue to engage a diverse new generation of scientists, engineers, and explorers, end quote. After it reached full operational capacity in 2014, SOFIA's telescope observed mid and far infrared light from nearby galaxies, stars, star-forming regions, the moon, and other celestial bodies. By soaring through the stratosphere, the specialized aircraft was able to fly above 99.9% of the water vapor in Earth's atmosphere, which typically gets in the way of ground-based telescopes. SOFIA's observations, made over the course of 732 nights, gave astronomers... Well, that's... Wow. Yeah, that's almost 2 years of... That's over. Doing the math. 1 second, we're going to do the math. Yeah, that is almost exactly 2 years of nights in that 8-year time span. Huh. So basically 1 in every 4 nights they were out and about. That is real. That's something that's special. Anyway, so 732 nights gave astronomers valuable insights into cosmic events and objects. The mission helped scientists better understand magnetic fields and the roles they play throughout the universe. It also offered new insights into the process of star formation. The observatory confirmed the presence of water in an area of the moon that's illuminated by the sun, suggesting that water is not limited to cold, shadowy regions. After astronomers spent decades searching for it, SOFIA also made the first detection of helium hydride, which scientists say is the first type of molecule that formed in the universe. The nimble design also allowed astronomers to study fleeting, time-sensitive events such as when Pluto passed between the Earth and a distant star, backlighting the dwarf planet. This rare opportunity allowed scientists to analyze Pluto's atmosphere. SOFIA's crew also jumped into action when astronomers spotted a nearby supernova or exploding star in 2014, and when a protostar in the Cat's Paw Nebula sent out a bright outburst of light. The flying observatory also shed light on Jupiter's atmosphere, comets, asteroids, and the distribution of materials in space, including water. Closer to home, SOFIA also helped researchers analyze Earth's upper atmosphere, which has historically been a difficult region to study. Quote, "From deepening our understanding of water on the moon to revealing the invisible forces of cosmic-scale magnetic fields, none of it could have happened without the hundreds of people who contributed their expertise to the SOFIA mission," says Nassim Rangwala, SOFIA's project scientist at NASA's Ames Research Center, in a statement. Despite these and other accomplishments, SOFIA's mission came to an end in September after an evaluation determined that its science productivity does not justify its operating cost per NASA. The new James Webb Space Telescope, which launched in December 2021, has now picked up the mantle for infrared observations. And again, a lot of things, it's bittersweet, but if you've not seen what James Webb can do, absolutely amazing. But this was a really fascinating article and something I just wanted to bring out because this isn't quite earth science related news, but I do want to cover some broad science topics as well. This is something of import and note, and it's an engineering marvel that should not be discounted. But if you want me to connect us to the earth science news, 99.9% of the things on that plane had to be mined. There we go. Boom. Gotcha. You all have a wonderful day. And if you haven't yet, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and if you haven't yet, please consider checking out my current giveaway. It is going to be ending in a couple of weeks, and it's for a really nice slice of a mammoth tooth. The contest is going on for a little bit longer. Please consider checking it out. I greatly appreciate it.